whispering in the trees. It's two cities and they're only pipes and...
The author of The Father of Hollywood. Where are we? On line one, it is Gaelyn Whitley Keith, the author of The Father of Hollywood, who she claims that one of her relatives was this great-grandpa.
This was great-grandpa, and he was the founder of Hollywood.
He was the founder of the city, or was he the founder of movie making? Explain.
He was all of it.
Really?
He's the father of Hollywood. Most people want to know, I'll always start what most people want to know, is how he came up with the name Hollywood. And it's kind of a unique story. He was here actually on his honeymoon with my great-grandmother.
Holly.
No.
Woody.
No. It doesn't have anything to do with her, really. But She was standing there.
All right.
That's about all she was doing, is standing on the hill that was in the Cahuenga Hills, but that became Hollywood. And they're looking out, and you can see the Pacific Ocean from there. And he was a town developer, so he'd already developed 100 towns before he got to Hollywood, so it was nothing new. Looking for some land, along came a guy in a wagon, and the guy got out, happened to be a Chinese man, and he bowed, and fortunately he spoke a little English, and my great-grandfather said to him, "What are you doing?" And this is the key line: up early, work hard, Hollywood. He was hauling a wagon of wood.
Oh, Hollywood.
Hollywood, yes.
I have the same problem over at the Chinese restaurant, which I am no longer welcome, where they say, "Pleacher no funny anymore someplace else." So I can completely understand it.
26th, the first Hollywood studio filmed in Hollywood. It was on the Whitley estate. My great-grandfather was fortunate to be walking down the street and ran into David Horsley. We didn't run into him, but he meant him because we didn't want him run over. Anyway, he meant him, and they had a conversation. You know how when you meet someone, what do you do, what do you do? And he found out that he was a fledgling filmmaker. He offered the Whitley estate, which was on Whitley Avenue and Hollywood Boulevard, to do a test run. They did a test run, and on October 27th, they actually came and settled at Gower and Sunset. They were the first studio in Hollywood, and it was called Nestor Studio, and eventually they evolved into Universal Studio.
Oh, cool. HJ stands for what?
Hobart Johnstone.
Hobart Johnstone.
Right. And that's because, well, Johnstone is a Scottish clan, and back to the story of the wood in Hollywood for Scotland, he was part of kind of the royalty of Scotland, kind of he could have been the Earl of Annandale, but instead he made Hollywood.
How long did it take you to research all this? Did you trace back the family tree and all that? Were you surprised at anything you found?
I wasn't really surprised too much. I was very fortunate. My father's an only child. That's a fortunate part, only because and the rest of the relatives that are older, like my grandfathers, really didn't have children to get all the stuff, so it passed down my family tree. And my great-grandmother actually clipped out newspaper articles, did pictures, and she actually began to write the book herself.
In the meantime, if folks want to pick up the book, how can they do it?
They can actually go to Amazon.com, and it's the name of the book's The Father of Hollywood, or just go to my website, The Father of Hollywood, and there's lots of historic things there to see, or it used to be in Borders here. You can get it at Barnes & Noble, just different spots. Back east, or actually you're in the Midwest. I'm not exactly sure which stores carry it, but they can just order it from my publisher.
I'm sure we have a bookstore on as one of our sponsors. They'll be able to tell everybody how to get it. But thank you so much again. It was great talking to you, and I look forward to seeing the movie. Oh,
I do. I look forward to being at the Academy Awards and seeing them get an Oscar.
I'm just going to call you GW next time. Is that okay?
You can call me Gigi. That's my grandma name.
10-4. Thanks, Gigi.
Bye-bye.
Appreciate it. That should be a really, really cool thing to have.